Ariel Helwani at UFC 112 in Abu Dhabi with Matt Hughes, who defeated Renzo Gracie tonight. Matt, very big victory for you. Were you happy with your performance?
I was real happy with my performance. I had a lot of things on my side, though. The weather was great for me. I'm a farmer, so I'm outdoor all the time. I wasn't fighting in front of my hometown crowd like maybe Renzo was, to where he felt pressure to perform in front of his people. Had a great camp. I was in shape. So I really felt that I was going to do well with my wrestling. I knew I could dictate where the fight was going to be at. So I had a lot of things on my side. I'm a little younger. I really trained hard, so I thought I was going to have cardio on my side as well. But Renzo's a great guy. He's a very friendly guy. I really like him. But that's what I do is get in there and fight.
How about the hostile environment? It seems that sometimes you almost relish being in that role where everyone's against you, and you can just sort of spoil people's night.
And you saying spoil people's night was my motivation yesterday after the weigh-in. When I weigh in, people say Hughes, and they drag that U, and it sounds like a boo, but then I knew I got boos on top of that. So, I walked away from that weigh-in telling myself that, okay, people, you people that booed at me, you just motivated me, and now Renzo's got to pay the price.
We obviously know Renzo has a great ground game. BJJ, your wrestling is obviously, your strongest suit. Why did you not even try to take him down? Was that the game plan? You just didn't want the fight to go to the ground?
I thought that on the ground, Renzo was going to have a full gas tank. That's what he does, is groundwork. I knew if I kept him on his feet, I was going to have the advantage the longer the fight went. So I just felt comfortable. I was never. I got hit a few times, but nothing to where I said, hey, I even thought about taking him down. I was just very comfortable.
How about the third round? Clearly, he seemed like he was getting really tired, trying to sort of, get you to the ground by pulling guard. Do you feel as though he was sort of gassing at that point?
I think in the middle of the second round, I could really see his shots coming. Gave me a lot of time to move and get out of the way or block. So he was definitely getting tired. And I think my leg kicks really put his mind in a place where he was ready for the rounds to be over. He was ready for the fight to be done.
Yeah, Joe Rogan mentioned your leg kicks. Is that something you worked on going into this fight? Something you wanted to use?
No, it's not. Renzo was doing such a good job. I've got a pretty good jab, but he was doing such a good job reading my jab and fleeing away from me that I couldn't get my gloves on him. I could just barely touch his nose sometimes. So I started throwing the kicks just because you cover more range with a kick. So that was all. That was nothing planned. It was just I started doing it, and then my corner picked up on it, and they saw that Renzo didn't like it, so I could hear my cornerman telling me to keep throwing my kicks, set my kicks up with my hands, and stay on the kicks.
I see you're icing your ankle, I believe. How are you feeling right now? How are the bumps and bruises?
I feel great. My right ankle this is bruised from actually me kicking Renzo, and Renzo kicked me one time, and I checked it, and so I've just got some ice on there just as a precaution. But when your knuckles or your elbows or your shins hurt, it's usually because the fight went your way.
The last time you competed prior to this fight, UFC 98, almost a year ago. Would you like to compete more often this year?
You know what? I just had a kid January 2nd, a little girl, and got a good family at home. So, no, once, twice a year is fine with me. I want my kids to know who their dad is.
Still have some gas left in the tank, though, right?
I'm 36 years old, and I've still got more fights left in me.
All right. Well, we look forward to the next one. Congrats on this one.
Thank you, sir.